It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden in Midtown Manhattan, tonight the New York Knicks taking on the Charlotte Hornets. The Knicks able to win the opening tip, and we're underway here at Madison Square Garden. To Kevin Knox. He was hacked. They let it go.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Hornets at the controls of this one. To Rozier. Deep two there, won't go. Jay, the Knicks searched long and hard for their next head coach. They chose David Fizdale. Why was this the right choice?
Well, first off, he's a two-time NBA champion as assistant coach with D. Wade and LeBron James from Miami Heat. And I got some time to spend with him down in Miami at D. Wade's fantasy camp. He is hard and very stern, but it comes from a brotherly place. His ability to build the right culture in New York will be imperative, but it all starts with that kind of teaching.
Hayward. Shot from the lane, won't go. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Hornets snare the rebound. Rozier with it. 2-point advantage. Doesn't have the touch. No good. The follow won't go either. To Kevin Knox. Trying to cash in. Not today. To Hayward. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Has a look. Cleans it up. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
I got him. Here we go.
Cody Zeller snatching it out of the air. Finish that. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Leads 4. The Knicks clear the board. And a pass taken away by Charlotte. Rozier, his first effort off the mark. Cashes in for 2.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Rozier into the front court. The lead is 2. Gets a look. Can't hit.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter, but the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Hornets have the rebound. Charlotte with the basketball. To Hayward. Throws it down.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. To Kevin Knox. Here comes the screen. To Kevin Knox. Has a chance. That's no good.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Oh, errant pass as it's taken away. To Kevin Knox. Jay, last few drafts, the Knicks have gone younger. What do you like about Kevin Knox and his raw potential?
His upside. He just turned 19 on August 11th of this past summer, and what he did in Summer League blew my mind. Was first-team All-NBA Summer League, averaged 24 points, shooting 47% from the field. This kid has every chance to be a star.
To Kevin Knox. Here's a chance from long range. Rebound taken by the Hornets. Hornets have the basketball. To Hayward. Sizing up the defense. Hayward with a shot, no good.
You see, Ed, this is what the refs need to start calling. The defender hit the shooter right around the waist, which made him lunge into his shot and took away all of his concentration for it.
Short jumper won't go down.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Block shot.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Hayward, Court Hayward. That's how it's done. Missed his first. That one goes.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognize how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
Changes coming from both sides right now. To Kevin Knox. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
Sacrificing everything for the loose ball. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way.
The NBA Season 8 2021 games and highlights coming up next on Devin Smith Showtime Sports in America.
Gets it in the left corner. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Trying to cash in. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Hayward. Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
From the painted area, won't go down. Has a look. Gets a shot up off the mark.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Kevin Knox. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Hayward. Going to launch beyond the arc and knocks it down. And Jay, so much better to get that three-point shot than one instead from 22 feet. Possession lies with New York.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
And finishes strong.
NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. Miami Heat 1115 Los Angeles Clippers 208.
To Hayward. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out. And the finish at the rim.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Now the Hornets take the timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a three-point game.
NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. Brooklyn Nets 1612 Sacramento Kings 1214.
Monk guarded by Nerlens Noel. Down to 5 on the 24. And he hits.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Rose into the front court. 14-13 our score. It's a one-point game. To Alonzo Trier. Has a chance. Doesn't even see the defender. Buries the shot.
I 100% guarantee you that was not the play call. But a bucket is a bucket.
The drive, right to the basket. Nerlens Noel with a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Shot from in close, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. Cleveland Cavaliers 1018 Golden State Warriors 1413.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Nothing going here on that drive. Rebound called in by New York. Alonzo Trier to Rose. It was right there. Fires the three. He made his first effort, but not that time. Slam dunk, Alonzo Trier.
That's how you punctuate a good first quarter. 3 more left to go, but you've set the momentum for the second.
Nerlens Noel sends it away. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Knicks. New blood coming in for both sides.
Number 2, Martin Williams. Subbing in for New York, number 12.
That'll do it for the first quarter. The Knicks have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter.
Tonight, everyone gets free pizza.
No good.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
Now ready to shoot at the line.
That's actually not a bad move at all. You're applying more pressure on him by sending him to the line.
NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. Denver Nuggets 1-5-1-1, Boston Celtics 1-3-1-3.
Knocks down the second after missing the first. On a pass stolen by the Knicks.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Off the assist.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
And that's rebounded by Noel. New York Knicks basketball. Rose to Alonzo Trier. Rose off the iron. No good. Here comes the screen.
NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. New Orleans Pelicans 1-1-1-5, Memphis Grizzlies
Shot clock
1-1-1-1.
winding down. Trying to cash in. Count the basket. He's feeling good. Defense has to get him out of his comfort zone.
And that footwork was absolutely off the charts. Just that space, splash.
It goes down.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Has a look. Won't go. Rose into the front court. His team leads it by 10. To Alonzo Trier. Curling inside. Off the penetration, almost, but no good. Hornets right now in possession. Probing the defense.
Watch the pick. You see it. You see it.
The Hornets with 4 to shoot. Shot clock violation. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
For New York, number 4, Elfrid Payton. Into the game for the Charlotte Hornets, number 12, Terry Rozier.
Cody Zeller, huge block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Payton. Slams it down. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Rozier with it. Down a dozen. Screen coming. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Let's see what the Knicks can do here. Payton. Cody Zeller rejects it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable. And almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Can't connect. Defense did its job that time.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Payton with the basketball. Up by 6. The shot almost. Rose into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Payton. Able to convert inside.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Runner here won't go. Payton into the front court. His team on top by. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Off the assist.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Payton with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. From the outside, no good.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you on the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout for the Knicks as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Peyton to Kevin Knox. Short jumper misses. Here comes the screen. Hayward. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Charlotte basketball. Knocked loose. Knicks come away with it. Shot from the lane won't go. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Hayward. And he buries it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Hayden into the front court. Up 6. To Kevin Knox. Lets it fly from long range. Kevin Knox forced that one. Well defended. Hornets at the controls of this one. To Hayward. And the basket good at the rim.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
Hayden with the basketball. They lead it. 4-point game. Finger roll. Finishing with finesse.
There you go. Finally. Shoot your shot.
Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Off the mark. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Down 8. To Hayward. Rozier, shot no good. Knicks with the basketball. Hayden. Probing the defense. Short jumper won't fall.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
Right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Now a timeout from the Hornets coach, as he'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter.
Hey fans, have you seen the latest items in our silent auction? Have a look for yourself at the display behind section 121 and place your bid. Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Number 15, stepping in
To
for
Hayward.
number 12.
has a chance. Gordon Hayward, that's how it's done. He's 3 for 7.
And while the ball was still in his hands, a sidestep throws a defender off. People aren't used to seeing that type of footwork.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Count the basket at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Payton into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. Turns and slams it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Reset here. Let's see what they do. Five on the shot clock. Trying to cash in. Williams' shot won't go. To Payton. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Charlotte with the basketball. To Hayward. Has a look. Gordon Hayward, that's how it's done. With that, he's 5 for 9. He'll put it up at the buzzer. That's it. First half has come to an end. The Knicks have the lead.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Knicks have the advantage on the scoreboard at halftime. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the New York Knicks. The Hornets are in need of some changes at the half.
Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments.
These are the guys getting buckets for the Charlotte Hornets.
Game track. Steals.
Here's a team that might just be 1 or 2 adjustments away from what's needed to turn things around. They still have time to make up for a lackluster first half.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Hornets have the basketball. Hayward. No good. The defender was a little too close for comfort. The jumper's off the mark.
You can't fall in love with the jump shots. You have to find ways to maybe even get to the free throw line. Keep your team in the game by putting points on the board.
Hayward to Rozier.
Screen coming your way, screen coming your way.
Drives, but a shot won't go down. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Cody Zeller sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Hornets right now in possession. Take stock of the floor. To Hayward. Here comes the screen. Hayward. Deep right corner. Beyond the arc for 3. Off the mark. No good. Oh, and a putback.
There you go, big fella.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. To Rozier. Rozier rocking the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
From long range. That's how you defend.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Hayward. Down low to Williams. Goes to the right side. Rozier buries it on the catch and shoot.
And the game flow in the second half is completely different than the first. That first half equals out of sight, out of mind. Way to recalibrate in the locker room and find your rhythm back on the court.
Down the lane, but the shot won't fall.
When I hear these excuses after games, when coaches are at podium saying, it's hard for us to find our energy back, we couldn't find our aggression back, I wonder whose fault that is, Coach.
Can't connect.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
The assist from number 9.
To Hayward. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Hayward. Great defense, forcing the miss. To Kevin Knox. Knicks with 4 to shoot. He connects. Sometimes you just have to go out there and make a tough play.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Hayward. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
The possession lies with New York. New York with 4 to shoot has a chance, and he buries it on the step back. Jay, this move continues to evolve since the days of Allen Iverson.
It does so much, Ed. When you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble, look at all your options. Number 1, a hezzy. You look at the rim. The defender jumps. You blow by him. Number 2, maybe a crossover in the same direction you just came from to throw the defender off. Or number 3, a raise into an easy jump shot. It's easy when you have this bag of tricks.
And when the game's on the line, that's arguably when it's most dangerous. To Kevin Knox. Add 2 points to the board.
And that footwork was absolutely off the charts. Just that space, splash.
Charlotte basketball. To Hayward. Surveys the floor. Curling inside. Short jumper misses.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Kevin Knox. Almost. Tough shot in traffic. To Hayward. Fires the 3. He was all over it.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Kevin Knox. Hornets come up with it. Whoa! What a finish!
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Pass stolen by the Hornets.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Hornets at the controls of this one. The screen sets him up for 2.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Not that time. Hayward. Slams it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Here comes the screen. Rose. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Rozier. for three. That one off the mark. It's no good. Alonzo Trier to Rose. With a drop step. Doesn't get the bounce. Charlotte with the basketball. Count it.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Rose into the front court. Leads one. Not that time. To Rozier. Rebound snared by Kid Gilchrist. Derrick Rose. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Shot clock to 4 for Charlotte. Got it.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
New York in control of the basketball. Off the pro hop. Strong footwork. Now whistle, and Charlotte is going to use a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game.
Just a friendly reminder for the winner of today's ticket raffle. You have until the end of today's game to claim your prize at the customer service desk located near section 104.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Subbing in for the Knicks, number 9 and number 3, Nerlens Noel.
Billy Hernangomez matched up with Noel. Trying to cash in. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Here comes the screen. Monk picked up by Noel. The Hornets with 4 to shoot. Just off the mark. Alonzo Trier. And scores on the step back.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Here comes the screen. Straight on 3. At the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. That ends the third quarter. The Knicks have the lead. The Knicks to inbound here to start the fourth quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. If you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
Hornets have the basketball. Has a look. Not that time. Rose into the front court. Lead stands at 7. Derrick Rose. Now 4 for 9.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Nothing going here on that drive. Shot clock to 4 for Charlotte. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Rose on the drive, but it won't go down.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Here comes the screen. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Has a chance. Rose into the front court. The lead stands at 9. Short jumper won't go down.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Shot from in close, no good. The follow won't go either. Rose into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. He connects off the step back.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Monk matched up with Noel. 5 seconds to shoot. Trying to cash in. A shot no good there by Williams. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He engulfed him that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Screen coming. Nice pass to set things up.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Has a look. And the rebound taken in by Williams. Another chance. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Down low, Noel. Cleans it up. And a put-back slam.
Look out. Freight train coming through.
Hornets right now in possession. Nothing going here on that drive. Marvin Williams, defended by Derrick Rose. The Hornets with 4 to shoot. Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. Nothing going here on that drive. With the step back.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Possession lies with New York. Lays it up and in.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Here comes the screen. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Charlotte basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. He got a piece.
Whoa! Get that out of here!
Message sent, Jay. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Number 50.
Hayward. Rozier. Knocks it down.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
To Kevin Knox. The pass set it all up.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To Hayward. And he scores on the step back.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
New York Knicks basketball. To Alonzo Trier. with a drop step. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
To Rozier. To Hayward. Out of bounds the call. Off Gordon Hayward. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Entering the game for the Charlotte Hornets, number 21, Bogdanovic.
To Payton.
Hey, you got the screen right.
Slam dunk.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Hornets at the controls of this one. To Rozier. Shot clock to 4 for Charlotte. Can't connect. Payton with the basketball. Up a dozen. Kevin Knox. Count the basket inside.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Knocked loose. Great hustle. That's what you like to see. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Elfrid Payton. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Stepping in for the New York Knicks, number 43, Derrick Rose.
To Hayward. Shot clock winding down. On a pass stolen by the Knicks. Kevin Knox. Cody Zeller with the block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
The assist from number 26.
To Rozier. Here comes the screen. The Hornets with 4 to shoot. Short jumper stays out. To Kevin Knox.
1 minute remaining in
Able to convert inside.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Rises for the slam.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Rose into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Screen coming. Knicks with 4 to shoot to Kevin Knox. 4-3. First free throw is good. Second to three. Got it. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Knocked loose. Knicks have it. It's a victory for the Knicks as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
David Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Knicks put together a nice win here today. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the New York Knicks. The Charlotte Hornets didn't get the victory they wanted here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you can tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. The Hornets relied on these guys for their scoring here today.
Game track. Bench points.
The New York Knicks had the kind of bench production that will make any coach proud. NBA games can be made easier when you're working with depth, and that's exactly what happened here today.
Player of the game.
Robinson gets rewarded for the way he provided his teammates with plenty of easy baskets. His assist total is certainly indicative of his clever playmaking.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
These are the upcoming matchups for the New York Knicks. See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.